Hi everybody, it's Honest John, and once again, the Southeast got creamed by tornadoes. Tornadoes just sweeping through towns, destroying house after house. Some of these tornadoes were huge too, leaving a path of destruction a half a mile wide. Now, there have always been tornadoes, and they've always been scary and destructive. But I remember seeing news reports from when I was a kid, and you'd see some houses destroyed, and most of the town would be left just fine. I don't have any evidence to support it, and I'm certainly not a climate scientist, but it just seems to me that tornadoes are bigger than they used to be, and maybe more frequent. I checked online about this, and as much as I could, and climate scientists are really cautious. They're not drawing any conclusions about whether climate change is contributing to the increasing number of tornadoes or their strength, which is very interesting in the light that a whole lot of Republicans are saying that climate change is a hoax perpetrated on us by these climate scientists. These guys are very careful about what they talk about in that area. You know, the things that they talk about can be pretty much documented. I mean, you can go to Google Earth, you can see the polar ice cap shrinking, you can see the glaciers melting. Climate scientists, like I said, when they're talking about tornadoes, they say, well, there do seem to be more of them, but this could be because we're better able to track and record tornadoes now than we used to be. And they say that you really can't determine whether a particular tornado's size and strength has been influenced by climate change. But there is one point that they do make, and that is that rising temperatures increase the amount of energy in the atmosphere. Just as when you boil water, it increases the energy in the water so that it starts bubbling. And that we can't expect in the future increases in the size and destructive power of tornadoes. One thing we do know is that tornadoes are occurring in places where they didn't used to happen before. There was even one that was observed in Brooklyn, New York. First one in recorded history. Now, I'm an atheist, and to me, weather is just weather. I don't see the hand of God in it. But a lot of religious people see bad weather as a punishment from God. They seem to think that if we're all good, it will be sunny every day. And they even draw some pretty far-fetched conclusions about the cause of God's wrath. A lot of times it's God is punishing us about gay marriage. Why God would level a town in Alabama to punish homosexuals in Massachusetts, they never seem to be able to quite explain, but they do seem to think the two are related. It's funny that they never draw the conclusion that God might be punishing us for not taking care of the planet as well as we should be. They insist that the fact that we're fucking up our air and water and the planet has nothing to do with it. That seems to me, even if you leave God out, to be a pretty straightforward conclusion. I don't know. What do you think? Thanks for listening.